Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Jesse from VapeMentors. I've been really digging deep into Instagram lately, and I've actually been getting a lot of success. I've been able to grow our followers by over 300 in just about a couple of weeks, and it's because of a couple hacks that I just barely started to implement that I'm going to share with you. That even if you're a small vape shop, you can start right away and you start seeing some growth. And I'm actually going to show you an Instagram account from a vape shop that was very successful, and I was surprised at their success level. And if you follow some of their tactics that they're using, you can have the same level of success. So I will show you a couple of quick tricks that you can do right now, how to produce content, and also a couple of things that you should do to your bio and to your page just to make sure that everything's working properly. So first things first, the bio is one of the most important things for any Instagram account. Number one thing you want to do is have a link. Any kind of link in your bio is important to have. I like to use bit.ly links, so you can see in bit.ly you can see that the link that I have is bit.ly. So bit.ly, if you're not aware, is basically just a link tracking service. So instead of it being a long ugly link, you use bit.ly. It shortens it, and then also anytime someone clicks on it, you track it. So right now I have a link in there that goes to a free FDA webinar for FDA training. And I've also noticed that if you use emojis and if you it really helps people click on it. People can kind of see it better. And I have sort of a little bit humor in my emojis, right? Liar, liar, pants on fire, government is bad and crappy. I guess that's the third part, but liar, liar, pants on fire. So I'm trying to get them to click in the link. So that's really the number one purpose of the bio, is to make people click on the link. So you want it to be short and sweet. We have the largest business consultancy in the vape space, free FDA webinar training for juice brands. See hashtag link in bio. And then I have the emojis, and then I have the bit.ly link. So that's the first thing. Second thing I want to show you actually is something in the settings. So if you have an Instagram account, Instagram doesn't necessarily know if it's a business or a personal account. So what you want to do is go in here, and in the settings, you'll see that there's actually, it's not here anymore because I've already clicked on it, but it says activate business account in your settings. And what that does is it turns your account into what now Instagram acknowledges as a business account. And what that means is you'll get a bunch of insights. So if you're not seeing this, see the graphs, the graph bars in the top right next to the gearbox. That shows up when you change your Instagram account to a business account. So if you click on that, now I'm getting more insights into what it even tells me how many clicks I got. So this is giving me more insights into how well my posts are doing, and it gives me my top posts and everything. So that's an important thing, because the whole point of Instagram is to get followers, obviously, and to grow your account and get as many people following you. And so if you think because you're a small-time vape shop you can't do this, just bear with me. I'm going to show you proof that absolutely is not true. But I'll go into right now how you should think about your Instagram account. So Instagram is one of the most engaged social platforms, but people really want to see consistent content, right? And so actually, if I scroll, you'll see that I have a lot of very consistent content right now. So if you subscribe to me, then you're going to get inspirational, entrepreneurial type quotes that are specific to the vape industry, and so hopefully will inspire you to be more successful in your business. That's the goal right now of our Instagram account. Is I just want to provide inspiration to vapreneurs and help them grow their business. And so I kind of give them entrepreneurial, inspiring messages, right? And so when somebody, for instance, likes one of our posts, what they're saying is, I like this and I want to maybe even see more of it. Okay. And so if they go to your account and all these, you see, one of those photos and then maybe a bunch of random stuff like this down here, like we used to have, you're going to be like, well, I may not get more of this stuff. I may get a bunch of random stuff, And so before we had a clear Instagram strategy, we were really just kind of posting whatever, and we had some decent following, but it kind of plateaued around around 2,000 followers. And so now I've decided, after doing some research, what you really want to do is have consistency in your Instagram posts. And if you look at the top Instagram accounts, let's go to a travel. Let's go to like a travel Instagram that's got a lot of followers. So we'll go to travel blogger, and let's see. Oh, whoops. Okay. Let's see. Find an account that has a ton of followers. So this has 7,000 likes. This guy's from the Amsterdam. 2.7 million followers. Oh, okay, great. So she's a British content creator and travel photographer. Look at her Instagram. It's almost like every single one of them is like slightly pink. I mean, this is one of the most consistent Instagram profiles I've ever seen, and you can see that every single one is related to travel. Some of them are kind of, cute, like the turtle one, a lot of sunsets. You know that if you follow this account, you're going to get a lot more cool travel pictures that are actually really, really well done. So she's actually a really, really good photographer. So that's really a very good tip, and so that's the you'll see a lot of accounts that are just kind of posting random stuff, kind of like it's like their personal account, and you kind of also see there's really not a lot of engagement or followers, and that's why, because people want that specific content. Okay, so that's number one. That's number one, is consistency in your content. Number two is your hashtags. I mean, everyone knows hashtags are pretty much irreplaceable, and you can't really have Instagram without hashtags. So, what you want to do is, personally, I'm trying to reach a very broad audience. So we use a lot of hashtags for like Vape Fam, Vape Nation, any vape. We also have Cole Bishop, R2B Smoke Free. We're trying to reach other business owners. So I've kind of picked these out of a hat, or out of looking at what is popular on Instagram, and I've kind of found that these are the best. Now, what I want to show you real quick is how to test to make sure that your hashtags are actually worthwhile. And there's an app called, I'm finding it here. It's called, oh shoot. Smart Hash, there it is. So Smart Hash is really cool. This will actually help you. What's my accounts being screen? So anyway, this will actually let you A/B test your different hashtags, and so this will actually tell you which ones are performing, which ones aren't, and you can only use the ones that are performing and get rid of the ones that aren't, because they're just a waste of space. Because you only get 30 hashtags with Instagram, and even that's probably way too much. So this is a really cool little app that I found that has been helpful to see which hashtags are actually working, because your hashtags are going to be different than mine, especially if you're in a local thing. So one other thing I want to show you is about when you're posting your comments, right? So when you post something, you want to make sure that you are there's two reasons why my comment looks like this. Okay, number one is I want to let my followers know that, hey, there's a very important thing. There's a link in my bio that I want you to click, and you don't want to put this in every single post. There's an entrepreneur called Gary Vaynerchuk who has the theory punch, jab, or jump, jab, right hook. So you kind of want to have like, I've got some hashtag. I've got some some posts that they don't really have anything. They're just kind of cool posts. And so if people are kind of looking through my feed, kind of like maybe like this, they'll see, that's pretty cool. And then it'll kind of, at some point they'll stop and see one of my posts like that, where it says, hey, by the way, there's something that I want you to click on in our bio. Okay, so that's, you don't want to just be blasting people with your message all the time. You want to kind of provide value, and then say, hey, by the way, there's something I want you to click on. It could be a promotion, it could be a giveaway, it could be whatever it is you want. So the other reason that I have my comment structured this way is you can see that if I scroll down, there's like these little three dots, right? So it says more, right? And if I click on more, you can see that I have spaces with dots, and then I have all of my hashtags down there. The reason I do that is because I don't want my post to just be a bunch of hashtags. I want it to be my message first, and then the hashtags are sort of hidden in the comments, so that it's not just a bunch of ugly hashtags. So that's another thing that you want to make sure you do. The other thing is honestly just interact with the people who are liking your posts. So, for instance, I should do a better job of actually liking all these comments because I'm happy that they're engaging. So, take a second and just like all your comments, or have a VA or one of your employees just go through once a day. Anyone that comments, it's all shows up here. Someone comment on your post, follow, like it, say thanks. Just do a quick reply, like a quick emoji or something. Anything that shows them that you're not just using this account. They're actually engaged, and they could actually even contact and interact with you, because people really want to have the interaction. That's one of the benefits you have as a shop owner, a local shop owner, is that you can interact with your audience. And by the way, this works for e-commerce too. There's no reason why every single vape business shouldn't have an Instagram account, especially since it's so incredibly important to be on Instagram if you're in the vape industry. So those are sort of my top tips for vaping. I'm going to show you real quick one thing. There's an idea that's out there called the purple cow. And if you've ever followed Seth Godin, he has a concept called the purple cow. And what that is basically, you don't want to just be another generic Instagrammer, right? So, for instance, you're going to get a lot of Instagrammers that just do cute women, vaping or whatever. And, that can be cool, and it's part of the culture, so you should maybe, think about doing something like that. But, for instance, this is weird, okay? I don't know what that's all about, but that's a purple cow, so I clicked on it, right? Whereas, another guy vaping and more clouds blowing in my face, and, another hand check, it's just kind of like, I've already seen that 100 different times. So if I want somebody who's just scrolling through the vape hashtag search to click on my vape on my Instagram post, then, here we go. That's a cool post, right? Then I need to make it unique. And so that was a strategy with our account. So maybe I can actually find one of our posts here. But I wanted it to be so that it wasn't just another vape girl, another hand check, another juice brand that I wanted it to be something that was very, very very, very unique. So looks like I won't find one of our posts, but you can imagine that if you're scrolling through, you'd see kind of like this one, this Rolling Stones type one, that it might pop out, right? And so that was our strategy. So think about how you can stand out. And also, it's kind of interesting because I'm asking you to stand out, but also be consistent, right? So, that's that. So, I'm going to show you something that's going to totally change your mind about what Instagram could be for your business. And like I said, if you're a small vape shop, then you should think about what I'm about to show you, because you should not think that no one wants to follow you or no one cares about you, because I'm going to show you an account that is very, very well done. And if you're listening, then I'm going to give you a huge shout out because you're doing a hell of a job. Let me find him real quick. It's okay, here we go. Vapor widgets. There we go. Look at this. Now I want you to pay attention to this. First of all, he's got 25,000 followers. That's pretty impressive. Okay, and I looked into it. I can, as far as I can see, this shop owner is pretty much only has one location, and they are kicking ass on Instagram. And look at how many posts he has, 1,500 posts. I don't know how long he's been around, but if you post once a day, even just once a day, that would take you 5 years. So he must be posting multiple times a day, or he's been open for 5 years. I think he's probably been open for 2 or 3 years, and he posts probably 2 or 3 times a day. Okay. Also, look at his bio, or his profile picture. It's very clear to read Vapor Widgets, so his branding is very good. Also, look at his description. Okay, he's using emojis because that's a purple cow method. It's different. It's not just a mountain of text. It's got visual appeal. He's using vape-specific, vape-friendly emojis, right? Got the cloud, no cigarettes, no smoking, batteries. He's also got sort of the store hours with the clock, which is very creative. He has his hours, which is very, very smart. I haven't seen that very much. He has his phone number with another emoji of an iPhone, just another visual cue. And look, he's got his website, which is very important. And by the way, let me click on this real quick. His website is probably mobile responsive. Yes, I'm 18. And look, it is. That, by the way, is super important. Mobile responsive means it looks good on a mobile phone, basically. So if you're going to be putting, 90% of people who are on Instagram are on their mobile phones. In fact, 100% probably. So if you're putting a link in your bio, you better make sure that page they're going to is mobile responsive. And he also has his address, which is very unique. I'm not sure how he did that because it looks like it's a clickable link. So I'd like to figure out how that works. And then, like I said, look at his Instagram. Very, very consistent, right? He's got a few different types of posts. And by the way, I keep saying he. This very well could be a she. Apologize if that's true. This person has, he's got the hand check. He's got kind of all the sort of must-haves for if you're doing vape Instagram. But the key is it's very consistent. He has a couple one-offs like Happy Mother's Day. He does live streams. Look. He does live streams every Friday at 3 p.m. with a code to receive great discounts. Hey, this is an excellent idea. And another feather in the hat for Vapor Widgets. This guy is really, really kicking ass on Instagram. Look at his tags. 3ohm5. That's a new one I am not familiar with. Miami Vape Life. There's an example of a local Instagram hashtag that you should be using. Miami Vapors, Miami Vape Life. So obviously he doesn't want to just have a big following of people who aren't in Miami. He wants to have Miami followers, so he's using localized hashtags, and that's where you'd use that InstaHash, vape hashtag testing one to see which ones are working. And he's also using the tactic I showed you earlier about putting spaces and dots between the description and the hashtags, so that you that when you're scrolling through, you're only seeing the descriptions and not the hashtags. So, again, Vapor Widgets, I'm really, really happy that you're having such great success, and I'm not surprised that you are because you're doing everything right. And the point is this, everybody: content is still king on the internet. If you're wondering, I don't know why I don't have any, I'm not sure why I don't have any traffic. I don't know why I'm not getting any new business or getting any new customers. How much content are you putting out? That's my first question, because you need to be putting it out. And if you think that just because you're a small vape shop or you're in a small town or whatever, and it doesn't work that way, then that's just, it's a self-limiting belief. So in the next video, I'm going to show you what I use to schedule all of our Instagram posts, and some tricks to make it easier for the small time vape shop to produce content and to post consistently on Instagram and on Facebook, and also how you can use YouTube to grow your brand, and how there's proof that it's also 100% possible for even a small time vape shop owner. So hope you like this video. If you do, please like it, please subscribe, please share it with anybody who's struggling, and comment and in the section below, and ask, and if you have suggestions on another video that you want me to make, I would be happy to. I'm a digital marketing expert. I've spent the last 5 years studying this stuff, and now I'm coming to vaping to really help you guys out. So please, please, please share, subscribe, like,